Today we are going to present our topic called the December 1966 Uprising in Almaty, Causes, Consequences, and Historical Significance.
The December Uprising, also known as the Желтоқсан events, took place on December 17-18, 1968 in Almaty, which is now called Almaty. At that time, Kazakhstan was part of the Soviet Union. The country was controlled by the central government in Moscow, and many important political decisions were made without considering the opinion of local people. One of the main reasons for the protests was the removal of Muhammad Qonaev from the position of First Secretary of Kazakhstan. He was replaced by Gennady Kolbin, a person who wasn't from Kazakhstan and had never worked there before. This decision caused dissatisfaction among many citizens, especially students and young people. They believed that Kazakhstan should be led by someone who understood the culture, language, and traditions of the Kazakh people. As a result, thousands of students gathered in the central square of Almaty to express their opinion peacefully.
The December uprising. First of all, people were tired of the Soviet political system. The government controlled freedom of speech and didn't allow people to openly express their opinions. Another important reason was national inequality. Many Kazakh people felt that their national identity and language were not respected enough during the Soviet period. Russian language and culture were dominant in many areas of life, including education and government. Young people especially wanted more justice, equality, and opportunities for local citizens. Economic and social problems also influenced the protests. Some people were unhappy with unemployment, poor living conditions, and unfair treatment in society. On December 17, students from different universities came to Brezhnev Square to protest peacefully. They carried slogans and demanded fairness and respect for Kazakhstan. Among the famous participants of the events were Khairat Skulbekov, Lazat Asanova, and Sabita Saule. Today, they are remembered as symbols of courage and patriotism. Unfortunately, the Soviet authorities reacted very harshly. Police and military forces were sent to stop the demonstrations.
The consequences of Желтоқсан events were very serious. The protests were violently suppressed, and many young people were beaten, arrested, expelled from universities, or lost their jobs. One of the most famous victims was Khairat Skulbekov, who died in prison under unclear circumstances, and is now considered a national hero. Another symbol of the tragedy was Lazat Asanova. Although Soviet media accused the protesters of nationalism, later people understood that they were fighting for justice, freedom, and national dignity. The uprising increased national consciousness and became one of the first steps toward Kazakhstan independence.
December 1986 uprising has great historical importance for Kazakhstan. It became a symbol of courage, patriotism, and the desire for freedom. The Желтоқсан events also influenced the future independence of Kazakhstan and showed that Soviet power was weakening. Today, these events are remembered with respect through monuments, museums, and memorial events, including at the National Museum of the Republic of Kazakhstan. In conclusion, Желтоқсан was not only a student protest, but an important historical event that became a step toward independence and national unity. Thank you for your attention.